Hello and welcome to this edition of MBC News. The MHS Orchestra has always been known for their amazing musicians, but now they are receiving national recognition for their hard work. Here's Recreational with the story.
To be crowned the best of the best, that's something that we all hope to achieve, and this March, Mason High School Honor Symphony Orchestra is one step closer to achieving this dream. These talented musicians will be traveling to Louisville to compete against other school districts in front of a live performance of top conductors in the country. A whole other playing field, MHS Orchestra Director Stephanie Jones is eager to prepare her students for this whole new experience.
Puts us on the national stage, which we're going to be judged by three adjudicators that are some of the biggest names in orchestra teaching in the United States of America. They're going to listen to each group and they're going to give us feedback and comments and rank us against each other. And then we're also going to be clinicked by one of the best orchestra directors in the nation. And so the kids are going to get special feedback, and that's one of the most exciting parts of the opportunity and experience for them.
Among the select group of students, MHS senior James Probel is excited about the challenge that this competition will bring.
It's a different mindset that you have to be in to prepare something on a national level. As compared to something just played in class, you have to add a completely different style and get ready for a big competition. I can tell with my peers and Mrs. Jones and the whole orchestra that we've matured and grown up, and our sound has changed, and we've really grown up, like I've said before, as musicians.
As violins are being tuned and the final notes are being learned, anticipation is growing in the music halls of Mason High School. This selection to play at the festival will expose Mason High School students to a world of endless possibilities where they can take their musical talent to the next level. I'm Hyra Qureshi, MBC News.
Lately, you're bound to see someone inked in the halls of MHS because getting a tat really seems to be where it's at. Kamaya Billings has the story.
Students at Mason High School use many outlets to express themselves, such as art and music. For some, it is expressed on their bodies. While getting a tattoo in high school may seem like an irrational decision at first glance, for Mason High student Julia Henley, the ink on her skin holds value.
I went on a retreat this summer to Panama City with my church, and there was this whole night where we talked about being reawakened with God and kind of strengthening our relationship with God. And so I was like, I'm gonna get the tattoo awake with a cross just because it represents my relationship with God and how it's not dead and not I'm awake with it. All my friends really liked it. They thought it was really neat and unique, and they thought it was cool, which, I mean, who doesn't think tattoos are cool? You know, if you have something that you're really, really deeply inspired by or really, really love, it's kind of like a form of self-expression, so it's an art form, and it's going to be on your body forever, but if it really means something to you, then you should get a tattoo.
Mason tattoo artist Charlie Marker has seen a recent trend in young individuals receiving meaningful tattoos.
We typically do a lot of younger, between 16 and 24. Mostly female. I would probably say 70–75% of our market is female. We prefer it to be meaningful. Obviously I don't want to see anybody get anything they'll regret, like a name or anything like that, so we try and avoid that as well.
Behind the ink, there's more than meets the eye. Whether it be a personal or family value, this student shows that tattoos aren't just barbed wire and skulls, but that they can hold significant meaning and portray life experiences. I'm Kamaya Billings, NBC News.
Ball is life. At least that's a common phrase many are using these days. Here's Carly Adams with the story of some rec ballers who are putting their own flair on the court.
While some like the dedication and competition of a school team, others prefer a more laid-back environment. Many Mason High School students are joining a rec basketball team so they can still play the sport they love without the pressure of a high school sport team.
Coop player sophomore Sam DeGroft is one who enjoys coming out on the court and having a good time in a comfortable and relaxed setting.
Yeah, we've definitely experienced like different types of teams. We're probably the most laid back that it gets, just because like a lot of us don't have experience, like we don't really know the rules. And a lot of the other teams get really competitive with us, and they kind of get frustrated because we don't know the rules. So they'll like claw at us and like really try and like really be aggressive with us, which we're not used to. So it kind of just is like a joke for us, but then they get mad about it.
Some people take rec basketball seriously while others do not. From cartwheeling down the court to coming up with strategic plays, everyone experiences different. Sophomore Zach Beagle sees rec basketball as a non-pressure way to play the sport he loves.
It's less pressure because, I mean, there's not like a coach pushing you, and there's not really anything to worry about because it's like just for fun.
Whether you play for a competitive team or recreationally, everyone has their own experiences and motivations behind their sport. I'm Carly Adams, MBC News.
Some people don't prefer the added stress that comes with playing a school sport, but the MHS girls basketball team has proven they can handle the stress and excel in doing so. Cullen Ekafy has the story.
Gaining national attention and looking to make another deep push towards a state championship, the girls basketball team is on track for another great season. With senior leadership, the team is hoping to make another run in the playoffs. But what makes this team unique is how a couple of underclassmen have rose to the occasion. Coach Rob Matula has nothing but praise for how the underclassmen have handled increased minutes.
If you look at our roster, and you'll notice that we have 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen that are in our top 7 or 8 rotation. So obviously they've done pretty well and have really taken on a responsibility and a role that's been extremely important for our success.
Senior forward Jenna Gunn feels the underclassmen have made up for the loss of last year's seniors.
We lost, I believe, 8 seniors last year, so we lost a core group of girls, 4 out of the 5 starters, so it's definitely a different dynamic, but our younger girls have stepped up a lot, our freshmen have stepped up. They've really developed and they've learned, and they've put all the extra time in. They worked really hard in the preseason, and they asked questions to the coaches and to the players, asking about plays, and they've done a great job and they've stepped up.
Sophomore point guard Jalen Mason feels there's a big difference between watching from the sideline and getting in the game.
I didn't play as much, but I definitely had to watch and understand what was happening and what Matula wanted, and so this year I have to actually come out and do that on the court, so it's a little bit different from sitting a little bit and watching.
Sophomore Lauren Van Clunen feels her teammates have helped her fill former Comet star Kayla McDowell's shoes.
Losing Kayla McDowell last year, I think that a lot of people are looking for me to step up, but my teammates have done a great job with pushing me and giving me confidence to play and to passing the ball when I'm open.
On paper, the girls may look unexperienced, but the effort of the underclassmen has more than made up for the lack of seniors. As the underclassmen gain valuable experience, look for the Comets to stay near the top for years to come. I'm Cullen Ekafy, NBC Sports.
With every new basketball season, a new leader rises to cheer on the team and help lead them to victory. Chloe Frischertz has the story.
Each year, as a new senior class takes over the Mason High School Black Hole, a responsibility is passed down to uphold the rowdy tradition and support the team. This year, after a rough start, Mason High School Black Hole is hoping to be better than ever. The recent turnaround by the Black Hole came with an increase of senior leadership. Black Hole senior leader Chris Martin is determined to take the Black Hole to a new level.
Black Hole's just a tradition where we kind of help out the team, just have fun with it, get loud, and the louder we are, honestly, the more fun to go to the games it is. Back when we were freshmen and sophomores, we kind of just came here to talk, but now it's kind of come here to cheer and hopefully get our team to win.
According to senior basketball player Adam Thomas, the Black Hole brings a great deal of motivation to the game.
The Black Hole is a huge factor in impacting the game. They get in other players' heads, or they just pick up the overall energy, and that helps us a lot. Black Hole's a lot better than it was last year. It's a lot louder, but the better the Black Hole is, the more confidence we get, because they bring more energy and it brings out the best in us. So I think they help a lot.
As the Black Hole proves to be the best student section around, the MHS boys basketball team feeds off the energy. With great tradition and senior leadership, the Black Hole is proving to be better than ever. I'm Chloe Frischertz, NBC News.
From singing in the shower to performing on the big stage, You can hear the musical talent all over MHS. So let's hear you sing it out in this edition of Kids in the Hall.
Many of us have grown up watching American Idol. Some even dreamed to have the chance to be on the show. So we ask you, Kids in the Hall, if this was your American Idol audition, what would you sing?
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Rap God by Eminem.
Always gonna be another mountain, always gonna wanna make it move.
Love Sosa. Bang, bang.
A quark is a fundamental constituent of matter observed in 1968 through equal-elastic scatter. We found protons aren't as simple as we thought. We thought they were solid particles, but they are not.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Protons, in fact, are made up of 3 separate pieces. It just gets more confusing as their knowledge increases.
Miss Independent, that's why I love her.
And that is what a quark is a piece of a proton, and they also make up other things, including the neutron.
Well, the only thing to win an American Idol is to sing your best.
CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. It would help if you just sang along. Bum, bum, bum.
On a mic is the queen, so listen to me sing. He wants a number 3 super-sized onion ring.
You're a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me.
Baby, lock them door and turn the lights down low.
2 bottles of whiskey for the way, and I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say?
Oops, I did it again.
Story of my life.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round.
Turn around. Bésame mucho. Como si fuera.
Well, MHS, it was a little pitchy here and there, but I'll give you credit for trying. So it's a note from me. I'm Serena Klein, MBC News.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of MBC News. As always, we are committed to bringing you the news of students making the news here in Comic Country. For everyone in front of and behind the camera, I'm Emily Wilhelm.